once again, happy Thanksgiving and welcome to this special Thanksgiving episode. I was mistaken and it turns out we actually do have a Thanksgiving Day movie. So if I've said in the past videos that we didn't, sorry, we actually did. I forgot that I've been talking about having this special episode for several months now. I had been bringing it up that this is what I wanted to do for Thanksgiving. So tonight, we are proud to bring you our review of Rocky and Rocky 2. So first we're going to go into Rocky. Then when we come back, we'll do a quick review. Then we'll do a score. And then we'll get ready for Rocky 2. Then we'll finish it off with our review of Rocky 2 and our score for Rocky 2. Because Rocky 1 and 2 both feature Thanksgiving in them. What do you know about Rocky, Cora?
Nothing.
What do you know about Sylvester Stallone?
What?
What do you think about sports movies?
Nah, kind of lame.
Kind of lame? Well, you know what? There have been other people that aren't really big into sports movies, but they get really into this. It's everything almost, except horror. It's not horror. But it's got action, it's got comedy, it's got romance. It's about a sport called boxing. What do you know about boxing?
Somebody can get really injured or die.
Do you know what boxing is? What?
In a ring, there's two players with gloves and they have to and would have to go down for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And beat the.
How do they get each other down?
Beat each other up.
Well, they can punch. They're only allowed to punch, and only from like the waist up. So no low shots. There's certain rules they have to follow. And yeah, they got gloves, but even though the gloves are padded, it can still hurt. And you gotta go 12 rounds. And whoever's standing at the end of the 12 rounds is usually the winner. Or like certain punches, I guess, give them a certain amount of points. So, but yeah, this is gonna have a lot. And this came out before even Daddy was born.
Okay, I'm going to box. I'm going to box myself to death.
No. But yeah, I definitely think this will be one you'll enjoy because I was skeptical when I was your age and I saw it for the first time. But after that, I actually grew to really like this franchise. And several other people in our life that you know, your grandma and grandpa, Anime D Senpai, they all like it a lot too. So.
You just said free.
Well, I'm sure there's other people you know that really like it. But yeah, alright, so we'll be right back after we're done watching the first Rocky, and we'll see you in the ring.
But I'm going to try to walk.
It's a living?
It's a waste of life.
After if I break the guy's thumb, he gets laid off, right? He can't make
Yeah, well, don't
money.
figure. Let me do the figure, okay, Rock? From here, just let me do the figure. Come on! Wanna hear me? Come on! I'll break both your arms so they don't work for you.
$50. You and your girl Adrian, you have a nice time, yeah? Thanks. What?
What I told you.
What'd you tell me?
Take it to the zoo.
Come on, come on.
Rocky, do you believe that America is the land of opportunity?
Yeah.
Apollo Creed does. And he's gonna prove it to the whole world by giving an unknown a shot at the title.
I need your help about 10 years ago, right? 10 years ago. You never helped me. You didn't care.
Well, if you wanted help. I say, if you wanted help, why didn't you ask? Why didn't you just ask me, kid?
Look, I asked, but you never heard nothing. Nobody's ever gone the distance from Creed. And if I can go that distance, seeing that bell rings and I'm still standing, I weren't just another bum from the neighborhood. I'm at home, my kid, and I ain't even in the guy's league. Wish me luck, I'm gonna need it.
Good luck.
Don't leave town.
I don't believe it. Hey, the champ is down. Down, stay down.
Alright, so we just finished Rocky. So this movie was about a guy named Rocky Balboa who gets a chance to go up against the world champion Apollo Creed, and aside from that being the sort of the main story, we kind of got some other side stories going on. There's a side story between this guy named Mickey, who used to be a fighter and now runs a gym. And he doesn't really get along great with Rocky because Rocky had a lot of potential when Mick first met him. And because Rocky turned to basically being an enforcer for a mob guy, he doesn't really respect Rocky. Then we got some stuff going on with his best friend, who Rocky is into his sister Adrian. And the best friend, he's kind of a drunk, kind of an angry hothead. Always bugging Rocky about getting a job working with him as an enforcer for that mob guy. But Rocky really doesn't want to put his best friend in that position because, while Rocky can defend himself, he's not so sure his best friend could. And Rocky sees it as he's kind of doing his friend a favor. But, so his best friend Paulie pushes Rocky and Adrian together because she is super shy. When we first meet her, she clearly has some sort of interest in Rocky, but because she's so shy, she's like not willing to even try. Now, Paulie could have done things a little bit nicer, but then Rocky and Apollo Creed, they have to fight. It's New Year's Eve. And who wins that fight, Cora?
Pablo.
Pablo? Who's Pablo? Apollo?
Yeah, I said Apollo.
Apollo Creed? You better remember the name. He's going to be a very important character.
Yeah, I said Pablo.
There's no one in this movie named Pablo. It's Can you say Paulo.
Apollo.
Well, you keep putting a B sound in there. Apollo.
Apollo.
There you go.
Apollo.
Yes. Or you could just say Creed. Can you say Creed?
Creed.
There you go. But Creed doesn't win. Like the entire first part of the movie, Creed keeps saying he's going to be able to knock Rocky out in 3. And the whole reason Rocky gets the chance to fight Creed is because something happens when they had this big fight planned for Apollo Creed, and something happened to the other fighter, so now he wasn't able to fight Creed on New Year's Eve, so they tried to get another fighter in there, but either all the other fighters were unavailable, or didn't want to, or for some reason or another, couldn't fight. So Apollo Creed came up with the idea, hey, if we give a nobody a shot at the title, then maybe, that'll sell a lot of tickets. An underdog, someone no one knows, getting a chance to go against the world champion. And he kind of personally picks Sylvester Stallone's character, Rocky, to be that underdog. And Rocky actually accepts. But Apollo thinks that he can take Rocky down in just 3 rounds. I was a little bit shocked that we didn't get a little bit longer on the 3rd round, going into the 4th round, and then start jumping ahead. But once round 3 started, they just kind of started to jump through it till round 14.
And also my dad lied.
What?
It goes on to full 15 rounds, not 12.
Yeah, during the movie I kept telling her I thought it was 12 rounds, but it's 15 rounds.
So
and it's not lied, I made a mistake.
I know.
People make mistakes. I'm not a big boxing fan. I'm just a fan of these movies. And I didn't remember that. At least I knew it was in the teens, up there above 10.
Name 5 sports.
Well, I can name 5 sports, but baseball, tennis, football, boxing, and basketball. There you go. 5 sports.
What are all of them about?
People playing sport. I don't know the rules to every game. But anyways. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit different because this is a double feature. So, we're going to start with Cora. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Rocky?
Don't you always start with me?
Yeah, but usually we have an ad between the review part and this.
I would give this a 9 out of 10. I mean, it was pretty okay, but I only saw, but my dad said it's supposed to have everything but horror.
Well, we had action. We had comedy.
I know, but I didn't see much comedy, and I didn't see much romance.
Well,
You said it. You said romance.
What do you mean there's no romance? The whole Adrian and Rocky getting together, becoming a couple.
What if Ace and you?
The kissing that you tried to hide your eyes because I don't know, you're weird about kissing. They just kissed, that's it. The whole thing was at the very end when Adrian was running towards the stage to find Rocky. And he's screaming, Adrian! Adrian! And then they kiss on stage in front of the whole world.
Not the whole world.
Well, everybody was watching.
People from China won't.
Maybe they were, you don't know that?
People.
Things like that, Cora, back then, Those were huge events. Everyone around the world would tune into those.
Even people from China?
Yes.
Even people from the desert?
Yes.
Even people from underwater?
There are no people underwater. But the whole point is it was a worldwide event. It used to be, at least in the 80s, those kinds of things you would get pay-per-view. Which was like the premium of premium channels, you know?
Did you always read them when you were a kid?
No. My parents never got pay-per-view. Nothing was ever worth spending the extra money for pay-per-view. But no, we got romance, we got comedy. Like when Adrian said she needed to call her brother and asked if Rocky had a phone.
That's the only little bit of comedy I saw.
And he told some jokes every morning when he went by the pet shop. He told her jokes. There was a lot of jokes if you were paying attention and listening.
Okay, but I didn't see no clue. I didn't see no mystery. I didn't see no
Mystery is technically not a genre on its own. That would be under thriller or horror. Thriller, mystery, horror, that's all kind of in the same category of horror.
Then why do you have mystery in the intro?
Again. The point is, Cora, you had action, you had comedy, and you had romance. Right?
Well, I only got half of comedy. Half. The calm. We didn't get no D, we just got calm.
Did you have a favorite character?
Rocky.
Why Rocky?
Well, seems like a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. He literally punched it. The world champion was one punch. First punch. First round for the first time.
Yeah. No one ever knocked down Creed before.
But of course they had to have like 14 more rounds.
Yeah. And, did you have a favorite scene?
Why did I just spell it out? I want to calm my breath up. I looked at the phone. Yeah, how to see you.
He walks over to the window. Hey, Polly, your sister's over here with me. I'll call you later.
Hey, Paula, your sisters is me. I'm calling later. Okay, I'm done.
But, yeah, we had plenty in this movie. All right, so moving on to my score, since we gotta keep this kind of quick. I'd give this a 9 out of 10 also. I really do enjoy this. I don't know if I've done a Rocky ranking yet, but
You didn't even watch the movies.
I've watched all the movies before.
Not me.
No, I don't say you. I thought I might have done my own Rocky ranking.
Go look on it.
But I don't think I have done that yet. If I have, then I did. But if not, I'll probably will do one after the fact. We'll probably do one together, me and Cora. But yeah, I do enjoy this. There are a few that I think are better. And there are some that would be a perfect 10 out of 10. But this one is a really good beginning and a really good start. And it got me into the Rocky franchise. So, with that said, we'll be right back. And when we come back, we will be starting Rocky 2.
For thousands of years, the world has been protected by the Guardian of Light, or as he is more commonly known, Santa Claus. Over the centuries, factors such as fear and prejudice, greed and jealousy, misunderstandings, betrayal and war have segregated most humans from the magical world of elves, fairies, wizards, and the like. This has resulted in many misconceptions and generalizations of the true nature of Santa and his world.
This 6-book series by Sean Connaughton begins as the current of a long series of Guardians is murdered by a group of monstrous enemies recently escaped from an enchanted South Pole prison. These creatures are loyal to the darkness, an evil force determined to exterminate the light in order to enslave all creatures of the world.
Shane Connor, an average young man, suddenly finds himself being trained as the new Guardian. As he adapts to his new life among fantastic creatures, he goes on an adventurous quest with a legendary wizard for the ultimate weapon to use against the darkness, and faces murderous enemies like Rasputin, Morgana Le Fay, Krampus, and many more.
Along with his best friend Joe Gomez, Shane encounters politics, history, mysterious murders, new loves, his own hidden past, and racial dynamics among the fantasy races that turn out to be all too real. Their adventures reveal the true nature of the world and challenge the current state of how all races interact.
This series expertly melds myths, legends, history, faiths, folklore, and secret societies into a fascinating, cohesive, comprehensive world of wonder and magic.
From Atlantis to Olympus, from Hades to the moon, and from broomstick races to Christmas deadlines, join the new Santa Claus on his amazing journey. But beware! Will Shane's quest achieve his ultimate goal of destroying the darkness and preserving the light of the world? Or is he actually playing right into a plot by dark forces that will result in his, and our, ultimate doom?
So make your list and check it twice for the Guardian of Light book series. Download your audiobook or ebook today from Audible, Amazon, or iTunes.
Alright, so please, I know I've said this before in past videos, and if you made it this far, thank you so much. We are getting excited to start Rocky 2. But that ad is very important to me and to Cora. It would mean the world to me if you do take the chance and opportunity to actually check out my book series, The Guardian of Light. And it is available on Amazon, Audible, iTunes, wherever you can download your ebook or audiobook. And it makes a great, perfect season reading. If you like books and you like fantasy, it is perfect to start on the holiday season. Being at least in book 1, it does have some stuff to do with Christmas. And the entire series is about Santa Claus. So, I mean, it's great to start right now, today, or this weekend. Maybe you could get a special deal on Amazon or Audible or iTunes for Black Friday or Cyber Monday. I don't know what they do, but maybe. And then if you check it out, that'd be great. But let's move on to Rocky 2. And since we just finished talking about Rocky 1, what do you think Rocky 2 is going to be about, Cora?
Him fighting a other box battle.
So you think after defeating or after going the distance with Apollo Creed, that Rocky is going to get challenged by another fighter?
Why not, he will go against the fighter's brother. Da, da, da.
Apollo Creed doesn't have a brother.
His dad.
His dad's probably long gone by this point. You think he's going to basically have to fight someone else?
Yeah. But he's going to fight one of his friends.
You think we'll see Apollo Creed again?
Well, I'll probably see him on vacation.
So you think he's going to stick around and visit and talk with Rocky?
Nah.
Nah. What do you think is going to happen with Rocky and Adrian?
They get married.
Think they're going to get married? They're going to have kids?
Yeah.
How many kids do you think they're going to have?
One.
One? What do you think is going to happen with all of Rocky's pets? His 2 turtles, his goldfish, and now his dog Butkus. Which is actually actually Sylvester Stallone's real dog.
He must be very proud.
That dog will live on forever. And be known forever. But anyways, so you think we'll get any more from Paulie? His best friend?
Yeah.
What about Mick? You think Mick's gonna still train Rocky?
No.
No, but with a yes shake? Okay. Alright. Well, let's go sit by the ring and we'll see what happens with Rocky and Rocky 2. Spoilers, I already know everything that's about to happen.
Hey, hold
and
that.
how right or wrong she is.
Hey, I hold that.
Win, you know. He wants to bury you, he wants to humiliate you. He wants to prove to the whole world it was nothing but some kind of a freak the first time out.
Rocky, his whole life was a 1,000,000-to-1 shot, but he's about to show the world he's 1 in a million.
Why don't you stand up and fight this guy hard like you done before? That was beautiful.
Rocky 2, the story continues.
I was wondering if you wouldn't mind marrying me very much.
I do.
Thanks.
The love continues.
You're the best thing ever come my crazy life.
The courage.
The doctor said you shouldn't fight anymore.
You recommended I don't fight, and I recommend that I do.
The challenge.
I want all of America, I want the whole world to see me destroy this man after 2 short rounds.
Rocky, do you think you have a chance this time against Apollo?
I don't know, it looks pretty mad.
The hope.
I never asked you to stop being a woman, you know. Please, don't ask me to stop being a man.
The tears.
He's gonna get hurt because of you.
Well, if he goes blind, you walk away. I can't. I love you.
The joy.
He's really ours? Adrian, I can't believe you've done this.
The pain.
Don't worry about nothing. You just sleep as long as you want, okay? And I'm gonna be here when you wake up.
The struggles.
You go back to being a two-bit nothing.
The dreams.
I think we ought to knock his block off.
Absolutely.
15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world.
I think you're gonna see a real great battle in every sense of the word.
That's what this fight is going to be. It's going to be a war.
You're going down, man. You're going down.
The most electrifying rematch in motion picture history. Rocky 2, starring Sylvester Stallone, Talia Shire, Burt Young, Carl Weathers, and Burgess Meredith. Rocky 2, the story continues.
Alright, so we just finished Rocky 2. What was this movie about, Cora?
Yes, it was about a rematch, and yes, they did have one kid. Well, it was a baby, we didn't see much, but still. But basically, Pablo.
Rocky or Apollo?
Apollo.
Apollo? Just say Creed.
Krieg. Pablo.
Creed.
I'm saying it! I'm saying Krieg!
Not Krieg. Creed.
I'm saying Krieg. I'm saying Krieg. I'm saying Krieg.
Creed.
Creed is starting getting hate mails. People are saying, oh, you should hire that dude.
You're fake. You're a fraud. Blah, blah, blah. And what does that do?
Because it makes him mad, and then basically
humiliates Rocky publicly. Goads him into a fight.
And then Rocky is not allowed to fight because he, from what I watch, needs permission from his wife.
Well, he doesn't need permission, but he doesn't as committed until he has his wife's permission. Does she ever give her permission for him to fight?
Yeah.
What does she tell him?
When? It's like the only word she says. When? And yes, she did have a coma when the baby was being taken out. Just saying.
When the baby was born?
Yeah. So when she woke up, she started saying, when? Don't know how that means.
It'd be a little bit harder because there was complications when you were born too, so I went through something similar like Rocky.
Baba.
Luckily it wasn't for that long.
Yeah, it was for an entire month?
No, it was like a couple hours. The doctors weren't telling me anything. But yeah. But luckily they were able to save you and your mom.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Then we go ahead and get the fight. And Rocky won.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
How do you win?
Well, I'm just going to assume if both players are down and it's the final round, the first one to get up is the winner.
Basically, in
That's
that certain situation there, yes. But
because that's basically what I
if
thought.
both are down and there's a 10 count, the first one that can get back up will win, I think, too. I don't know all the specific rules to boxing, but yeah.
What only somebody who's watching this and is a box player will. Please tell my dad the rules of boxing.
I don't need to know the rules of boxing.
What? I want you to understand the Rocky movies.
I understand enough. I know.
They have boxing.
I understand enough. And Rocky won because of a KO situation.
You still need to understand boxing.
Did you understand that he won? Did you need to know the rules?
Yeah.
No. You just knew he won. They said he won, so he must have won, right?
I don't know what.
I don't know if there's any. Oh, I think there's like maybe a couple where Rocky wins on a KO that's not on round 15. There's one where he doesn't even have a public match, but it is public. It's like an unofficial match on the street. People didn't like that Rocky movie though.
Was that the final Rocky?
No.
Rocky 100?
No. I think that's like Rocky 5. So anyways, moving on to the final scores for Rocky 2. Cora, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this movie?
A 10 out of 10!
Why a 10 out of 10?
It's a pretty good movie.
You liked it more than the first one?
Yeah.
What was your favorite scene?
Rocky won.
When he won?
Yes.
I thought it would have been the training montage when he started taking the training super serious. And then we get the Gonna Fly song again, and this time all of Philadelphia is running along with him. Like the whole city starts running behind him.
Actually, when I saw kids,
There were adults in there too.
when I saw 100 kids.
There's probably 100 kids and some adults, so like most of Philadelphia. He started like basically a parade. The Rocky Parade.
No, it should be the Walk Parade.
But, Rocky's still your favorite character? Or did you have a new favorite character?
The mom.
Adrian?
Yes, Adrian.
Why did she become your favorite character in this one?
She is nice, and she was actually trying to protect Walkie when she didn't have Walkie have full permission.
Yeah.
But I'm soon after being yelled at and having a coma, she allows him.
Is there any characters you didn't like?
The guy who overreacted of him giving hated littles. I mean, come on, they're just
Apollo
littles.
Creed?
They're just littles.
Yeah,
Just
but
because you lost your special name does not mean you have to overreact. Just get
some people take that personally.
Just get a new job, man. Play with the kids. You have kids.
Some people take it personally, you know? And he doesn't like being called a liar, you know? You wouldn't like it either if people were going around saying bad things about you that weren't true. And
Well, just say that calmly.
But Apollo Creed, he took this fight a lot more seriously, right? And he would have won if he had done what his trainers had told him, but he couldn't listen to good advice.
Yeah, his trainers told him you can ran him for a little bit of the rounds, but the rest of them you have to stay away. But he wanted to KO him, and he didn't.
Yep.
Didn't. I want to correct myself.
Yeah, I know. I heard you. So, now that you've watched the first two Rockies, have you noticed anything particularly special about Rocky?
Nah.
No? Well, maybe in the future, when we keep watching this, maybe you'll start to see it. Your grandma, she said a certain thing once that I never forgot about Rocky. And I just want to see if you ever catch on to it. But alright, moving on to my score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I have to give this one a 9 also. This was just as good as the first one. There was a few spots where this did improve over the first one. And there were some spots that it kind of dragged back from the first one. The things it improved upon was like the crowd audio. During the first movie, it was really hard to hear some of the background stuff going on because of the high audio on the cameras. And like at the end scene of the first movie when they're announcing the winner, like you barely can hear that over Rocky calling for Adrian and other things going on. Whereas this one, it was much clearer. They focused a lot more on the results and then, you know, on the other stuff. The separation from background audio and front audio was like perfect on this one. The Gonna Fly song, I don't know. I just like the way it sounded in the first movie over this one. This one, it didn't sound as great as the first movie's version.
Probably because it didn't sound original out to the fourth movie.
It was the same song. It was just, I don't know, there was something different about it. More synthesizers, I think. I get why they do the whole coma thing, but at the same time, I wish that had been scaled back just a tad. And I really do enjoy this movie, but it's just, there are some issues, and where it falls short, it grows in other places. Like, we spent a little bit too much time with Rocky's downfall, but I get why they do it, because they're trying to force both boxers into the position of needing to fight each other again. Whereas, you know, Rocky could have had that moment where, you know, he had that downfall. Like the commercials thing. I mean, it could have just been... You could probably cut that all out and just say he didn't do very well at it. We didn't actually need to see him failing at it. I don't think that was a good choice, you know, like, for him to do. But... Alright. So anyways, that was us watching the first two. Cora, would you be willing to watch the rest of these one day? Not right away, but after Christmas and everything, maybe picking up with Rocky 3 and continuing on in this franchise?
Yeah, sure, but like, if it happens on a certain month or a certain holiday is on, like...
I think from now on with this franchise, if we pick it up, like I said, maybe we'll pick it up in January and we'll just do all 3 and on, and then maybe after we're done with Creed 3, because we still got Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky 5, Rocky Balboa, Creed 1, 2, and 3. So we got like 8 movies left. Or 6 movies left. I don't know. We got a lot of movies. Oh wait, I think there's like another one. I think it's just called Rocky. Or no, that was the first one. I don't know. There's a lot of movies still left to go. But anyways, then after we're all done with all of those, we'll do a ranking of all the Rocky movies. What do you say on that? See which Rocky movie comes out on top. And maybe as a prelude, when we are about to restart, maybe we'll give you a quick rewatch of 1 and 2 so you can refresh your memory. Or we'll watch somebody's reaction to it so you can refresh your memory of the first 2.
Yeah.
But then we'll do, like I said, we'll do a reaction, or we'll do a ranking of all the Rocky movies, at least for you, so you can say where they place. And this makes a pretty good Thanksgiving Day movie. If you want to watch a nice double feature, Thanksgiving's brought up in both movies, so... Alright, that's going to go ahead and conclude this Thanksgiving Day episode. We hope you all enjoyed and are having a happy Thanksgiving with your family today. And we will see you tomorrow for Black Friday.